a lot of upset people about the new Hacker World update. However, there is a lot of good that came with it too, including one very unexpected surprise that I think you're really gonna like later on in this video. So drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into this. All right, gamers, so we got a brand new update this past weekend in the form of Hacker World, and it's actually a pretty cool update in my opinion. We got a bunch of new areas, we got a new hacker chest, we got a bunch of new huge pets, we got a bunch of new bug fixes, and of course, we got a brand new clan battle. Now, the whole point of this hacker update, everybody, was to get these hacker keys, and these hacker keys spawn everywhere in the game, but they do drop a lot more often inside of Hacker World. Imagine that. And essentially, all a player needs to do is just head over to an area, start grinding out some breakables, and you guys get hacker keys that just drop randomly. I've been grinding for the past 24 hours, and I think I have gotten, let's take a look here, I've gotten 116 hacker keys since the release of the update, so not terrible. And the reason the hacker keys are so important is because Big Games actually made the new clan battle all about those hacker keys. So obviously, you gotta collect the most hacker keys in the clan battle to get yourself one of these new huge wicked Emperor dragons. And just like always, everybody, that is exactly where everybody is extremely upset, because take a look at this. If we jump into the clan battles here, you can look at the top clans inside of this whole hacker key situation. So obviously, Goop has 371,000 points, and we got a couple other clans that are close, but even fourth place is 100,000 points behind the Goop clan. And let's explain why everybody is so darn upset at this whole entire thing. So for that, we are gonna need to head over to the trading plaza. So let's do that real fast. There's literally a Mickey Mouse avatar? Wait, what? I didn't even realize. Okay, you learn something new every day. Anyways, we're gonna head over to the trading terminal, and let's go ahead and head over to the enchantment section here. Let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit until we find this bad boy right here. Now, before I hover over the wrap of this thing, this is where the problem is coming from, everybody. So check this out. We've got a new Hacker Key Hunter enchantment that right now has a wrap of 2.26 billion gems, which in one day makes it the most expensive enchantment that this game has ever seen. I mean, obviously, the Chess Mimic has been the most expensive enchantment forever at 1.97 billion, and it pretty much hovers between 1.8 and 2.1, and it just kind of stays right in there, and that is by far the most expensive enchantment we've ever seen. I mean, right now, this one's 428, I mean, the boss chest is 292, and I even think the Super Magnet is at 644 million. So obviously, with this clan battle, this is probably the most important enchantment in the game right now, which is obviously why it's 2.26 billion. Most of the time when we get a new enchantment, it does show up in the exclusive shop, so people can buy this bad boy and then flood the marketplace with it, allowing people to make it a little bit less expensive. So the fact that they did not put it in the exclusive shop means the only way to get that enchantment is one of two ways. And gamers, once again, that is where the problem comes in, because the first way of getting this bad boy is you do have to spend money on that new Hacker Forever pack, because it can show up in here, which is where a lot of the pay-to-win players are getting it. But the problem is, the pay-to-win players get that, and then they want to sell it for 2 billion gems, making it nearly impossible for anybody else that doesn't have that kind of money to buy one of those things. And then, of course, you have people like this that are doing, trying to help a little bit. This guy signed up for 1.6 billion. I mean, that's still really expensive, and it's gonna come down in value even further over the next couple of weeks, but you guys get my point. And when clans can control a clan battle, even for a couple of days, you can see how obviously a couple of them could jump really high in the rankings, keeping them there a lot longer, allowing them to secure that number 1 through 10 spot. And a lot of the free-to-play and more casual players obviously are wondering how in the world can they compete in this type of clan battle? And the real answer is, you can't. Because obviously, the teams that have that kind of money to buy a $2 billion enchantment are going to be these top clans. So what they do is they get that $2 billion enchantment, and everybody on the team has one, allowing them to get a lot more hacker keys than any of these other lower clans, making it pretty much impossible for the normal everyday player to compete in this. But I mean, let's be honest here, these clan battles are not meant for the normal everyday player. They're meant for the top tier people in this game, for sure, whether we want to admit it or not. But the other way to obtain that enchantment free to play is going to this hacker chest, rolling it a few times, and it can show up inside of this chest, even though it is extremely rare. It's probably the most rare thing to get a drop from in this hacker chest, but you can do it. And obviously that's probably what Big Games was going for, because they definitely could have put it in this exclusive shop, allowing more people to buy it, putting more of them in the marketplace, and ultimately making that book a lot easier to get for everybody. But anyway, now that we talked about all the things that people are upset about, let's talk about the good things that this update actually actually implemented. Number one, making the eggs so incredibly close to the actual grinding area is just amazing. I hope they do this going forward. Like, this is just such a nice feature. It allows people to activate their abilities. They can literally just step in, activate their ultimate, go back to doing this, and really it just makes grinding and hatching for everybody a lot less of a headache. Another really simple thing that they added was this right here, the ability to equip another pet slot right from here, as opposed to heading over to that pet equip station and actually buying it from there. You can just do it immediately when you guys level up. So just a simple quality of life update like that just makes doing things just a little bit easier. And speaking of ranks, everybody, let me just say this real quick. Ranking up now is so much easier than it has been before. I mean, seriously, let me get your guys' opinion. Is it easier ranking up now than it was like even a week ago? I mean, you were stuck on the same exact quest for such a long time. You know, like the things where you gotta make rainbow pets or break some comets or break that superior chest or whatever, as opposed to just being stuck and you can't ever complete it unless you actually stop going AFK and you guys want to complete those quests, because a lot of people just AFK in this game. Because I don't know about you guys, but I really don't want to spend 4 or 5 hours actively sitting at the computer trying to rank up my character just 1 or 2 ranks. But hey, that's just me. Next up, we're going to talk about this hacker chest one more time, because check this out. These hacker axolotls have actually been one of the highest hatched pets in Pet Sim so far. I mean, check this out. The regular hacker axolotl, we have 2.8 thousand of those bad boys, and it just came out 24 hours ago. Not to mention the huge golden hacker, there's 1,000 of these that exist, and the rainbow one, there's even 270 of these that exist. And obviously, more huges to the game allows deflation to continue to happen and stops people pricing up their stuff by 1,000,000%. And obviously, that hacker axolotl is inside the hacker pack as well, but it still doesn't change the fact that there are tons of them that exist, and it's adding huges to the trading plaza. And the same thing goes for those new blazing exclusive pets as well. I mean, the huge blazing shark, there's already 1.9 thousand of these that exist, 1,000 of these blazing bats that exist, and already 89 of these titanic blazing dragons that have been hatched in just one day. If we look at the rainbows, there's already 49 of these sharks that exist and already 32 of these bats that exist. If you compare that to, say, something like the huge stargazing axolotl from the last exclusive egg, there was 150 of these that were hatched across the entire 2 weeks that this pet was out. So the fact that there's already 32 of the other one means that there are a lot more people buying those eggs. So overall, if you guys want my opinion, I actually don't think the update is that bad. And if you guys want to get a ton of hacker keys in this game, I'll give you guys a little tiny secret here. If you guys want me to make a whole video on this, I definitely can. As you guys can see, all my pets are blowing up all the breakables. And if you guys didn't really know this, the most your pet can do against a breakable is 3 maximum hits. So if you guys are not breaking breakables in 3 hits, it's just more important for your pets just to move faster and hit more of the breakables at one particular time. So for that reason right there, everybody, I've been rocking an explosive enchantment, and it's actually been doing pretty well across the board. And on top of that, I've been using happy pets. I don't normally ever use this enchantment, but the fact that we do have to get a lot more hacker keys quicker, this is going to allow you to do that because your pets just move faster and they attack faster. And I have seen an increase in hacker keys by using these 2 enchantments. So let me know what you guys think about this latest update. Now go enjoy yourselves, everybody. I'll see you next time.